I'm Bawanthare from Sriniketan Arts Commerce College. I'm a student of B.A.2Sem and I'm here to talk about NEP 2020. The year 2020 was a game changer for everyone across all domains and aspects of life. Just as the country emerged from the trials and tribulations of a complete lockdown and altered aspects of living at supersonic speeds, the central government of India announced the new National Education Policy 2020 on the 29th of July 2020. A well-defined and innovative education policy is a must for every country because education is the key driver of economic and social progress. Different nations have adopted varied education systems by considering their respective traditions and culture. NEP 2022 is an outcome of good preparation and rigorous research. It is celebrated as the most significant education policy that the Government of India has introduced in the past 30 years. It aims to completely renew the country's education system and bring it at par with international standards. Upon implementation, the valid and enriched educational system will minimize the stress on young students, reduce annual school dropouts rates, produce skilled personnel who would be self-sustained, and eventually lead to quality improvement and quality in services. The success of NEP 2020 and the pace of its implementation depends largely how successfully the government, universities and schools overcome the practical challenges facing it. The four main pillars of NEP 2020. First pillar, changing the pedagogical structure. It comprises 4 levels: foundational levels ages 3 to 8 years, preparatory level ages 8 to 11 years, middle level ages 11 to 14 years, secondary level ages 14 to 18 years. Second pillar, skill upgradation and CPD of teachers. The success of the NEP 2020 program resides solely on the successful upskilling of teachers to match the curricular and pedagogical reform. Schools need to organize result-oriented CPD sessions with handholding by trainers to ensure that the learning gets translated into classroom practice. Third pillar, transforming the teaching-learning process. There will be a major reduction in the content in the syllabus for each grade. Annual planning must not adhere to chapters in the textbooks. Rather, they must be aligned to the minimum learning levels syllabus for each grade. They must also integrate subject streams, aesthetic and performing arts, sports, games and technology. Pillar, revamping assessments. NEP 2020 proposes a major shift in the structure assessments as well as the nature of assessments. It advocates a multi-layered assessment. Schools need to plan for reduction in informal, time-bound exams and increase informative assessments. The NEP 2020 has given special thrust on making higher education multidisciplinary. It has also emphasized a special need to enhance the liberal arts component in degree programmers to make the students culturally and socially aware. A multidisciplinary education is desirable for proper employment and strengthening natural capabilities of an individual. One of the ways to introduce multidisciplinary in a degree program is to introduce the concept of a minor degree. For making the Indian higher education globally competitive, the universities will have to be free from political influences and should be academically, administratively and financially autonomous. Thank you.